In the kitchen, Mittens stalks Mortimer, her focus intense. Mortimer emerges, dodging Mittens' swift attack. A wild chase erupts, chaos reigning as Mortimer leads Mittens on a dizzying pursuit. Pots and pans crash, a symphony of destruction accompanying their frantic dance. A chair topples, adding to the pandemonium. Mortimer's cleverness frustrates Mittens at every turn. The chase intensifies, with Mortimer's mischievous glint promising ever more ludicrous stunts. Mortimer, still chuckling, grabs a lampshade as a makeshift shield. Mittens leaps, landing squarely on the lampshade, sending it crashing to the floor. Mortimer stares in disbelief as Mittens claims victory, albeit a messy one. Mortimer cleverly transforms ordinary household items into tools of feline deception. Mittens becomes the hapless victim of escalating mishaps, each more absurd than the last. Mortimer, with a cunning grin, sets up a complex trap using pillows and blankets. Mittens, unsuspecting, approaches the trap, the tension building with each step. The trap springs, sending Mittens tumbling into a pile of soft cushions. Mortimer watches from a safe distance, his laughter echoing through the room. Mittens emerges from the cushions, shaking off the indignity with a determined glare. The chase resumes, with Mittens now more determined than ever to turn the tables. The frantic chase bursts into the sun-drenched backyard. Mortimer, agile and swift, vanishes behind a towering oak, turning the yard into his personal playground. He ducks swiftly under a low-hanging branch. His pursuer stumbles headfirst into a pile of forgotten garden gnomes. A large, hungry dog bursts into the backyard, disrupting the peace. Mittens and Mortimer flee in terror, their peaceful moment shattered. Mortimer scrambles away, his earlier confidence replaced by sheer panic. The dog becomes a whirlwind of destruction, scattering tools and tearing apart old boxes. Debris flies as it thrashes about, a furry agent of chaos. Mittens and Mortimer cower behind a stack of dusty crates, their eyes wide with terror. They watch the scene unfold, paralyzed by fear. In a burst of inspiration, Mortimer's eyes widen as he begins gesturing wildly to Mittens. His mind races, cogs turning as he outlines a plan with quick, precise movements. Hez devising a trap, his frantic energy highlighting his quick wit. In a flurry of fur and determination, Mittens and Mortimer unite, their tiny paws crafting a cunning trap. With synchronized precision, they weave a web of mischief, each step a testament to their shared goal. Elaborate and comical maneuvers unfold as the duo orchestrates their grand scheme. The backyard transforms into a stage for their playful antics, every corner echoing with their mischievous energy. Chaos erupts in the backyard as the meticulously laid trap springs to life. A comical sequence unfolds, with the dog flailing amidst the chaos. The cat and mouse execute their plan with seamless precision, working together. The dog is subdued, caught in the trap set by the unlikely duo. The cat and mouse exchange a triumphant glance, their teamwork paying off. The backyard returns to a semblance of order, the evidence of the trap scattered around. The cat and mouse stand side by side, surveying their handiwork with satisfaction. The backyard is a scene of utter chaos, flower pots overturned, debris scattered, the aftermath of an epic struggle. Mittens and Mortimer, exhausted and covered in dirt, pause, a fleeting moment of respect passing between them. With a renewed burst of energy, they resume their chase, their movements now more playful than fierce. The chase continues, a dance of playful rivalry under the open sky. The backyard transforms into a stage for one last comedic chase, their rivalry reaching a playful crescendo. Exhaustion overtakes them, their playful rivalry fades into a shared moment of understanding. In the sunlit kitchen, Mittens stalks Mortimer, eyes narrowed in playful pursuit. A sudden misstep sends Mittens into a comedic tumble, paws flailing wildly. In a burst of agility, Mortimer evades Mittens, a cushion becoming his shield. A moment of playful antagonism hangs in the air as Mortimer and Mittens lock eyes. A grudging respect flickers between them. The dog happily chews on a bone, lost in its simple joy. Mortimer vanishes into a cupboard, a mischievous glint in his eyes. He emerges, head poking out, ready to tease Mittens. Mittens leaps with feline grace, narrowly missing Mortimer. Mortimer orchestrates a cascade of autumn leaves, momentarily engulfing Mittens in a golden burial. Mittens, eyes gleaming with mischief, sets her sights on Mortimer. She dons a pod as a makeshift helmet, her determination unwavering. Her movements, though clumsy, are fueled by a relentless pursuit. Disaster strikes as a stack of dishes teeters, threatening to shatter the peace. The kitchen air is filled with the deafening sound of porcelain shattering. Mortimer, with playful energy, prepares to launch himself across the living room. He propels himself forward, a blur of motion as he flies through the air. Mortimer narrowly avoids Mittens, a close call in his daring leap. In the vibrant backyard, Mittens, a fluffy calico, spots her prey and begins the chase. Mortimer, a tiny brown mouse, races across the lawn, his life hanging in the balance. He makes a desperate ascent up the rough bark of an ancient oak, seeking refuge. Fueled by instinct, Mittens leaps onto the tree, claws extended, her pursuit relentless. She claws her way up, driven by the thrill of the hunt. The branch is a challenging obstacle course. Momentum betrays her, and Mittens finds herself trapped, a comical twist in the intense chase. Paws flailing wildly, she struggles to break free from her arboreal prison. Mortimer, a glint of mischief dancing in his eyes, sets the bait. Mittens, the cat, watches with laser focus, her tail twitching with anticipation. Mortimer's grin widens as Mittens springs into action, triggering a final, hilarious chase. The chase begins, a whirlwind of fur and laughter around the kitchen island.